guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Audi of Wesley Chapel, and guess what? We have some new changes for the Q7. This is the 2020 Audi Q7 55. Let's talk a little bit about Q7, the history, and what is it exactly. So the Q7 has actually been available here in North America since 2007. It is that mid-size, three-row luxury SUV that really is meant to go up against, of course, the other German brands and anybody else who's bringing the luxury car, luxury SUV experience with that three-row usability. Now, some new changes for 2020. Some of the changes are going to be underneath the hood, but the great news is that there's some changes to the exterior and also the interior. So let's go ahead, dive into this 2020 Q7 and see if it's really that luxury three-row mid-size SUV that you should be parking in your garage. Right off the bat, I'm loving the direction that they did. I'll be honest, out of all the Audis, Q7 was looking a little bland to me. They really injected some style and some excitement into it, especially once we get underneath the hood. All new headlight design. So this is new for 2020, LED projector beam style headlight up there. You got your LED, of course, daytime running lamp. And I like a little bit of silver in there, especially with the metallic blue. Looks fantastic. You come down, you have some flat black, horizontal here, all functional, which is great, except for this over here. Why is that even there? I don't even know. I am gonna zonk it. I wish that it was a functional side air curtain, but it's nice to see this area actually has functionality. And then down low, you actually have some functionality. So the only thing that's missing from the puzzle here is this side piece. Somewhere around this parking lot, maybe there's a functional vent I could just throw in there. But I like what they did. We come to the all new open grille design. So this was something that Audi started many, many years ago. Now a lot of other brands are copying them. You have your Auto Union badge. That's the 4 German brands that during the World Depression formed together to stay alive. That is what we know as Audi. Forward-facing camera, nice flat black. Of course, you're gonna have Quattro system here, and that's gonna be that all-wheel drive system, patented technology by Audi. I like this brushed aluminum trim around the open grille, little bit of flat silver down here, and lurking behind, you are actually gonna have active shutters that open and close on the front end of this Q7 behind the grille to allow it to be more aerodynamically efficient. But definitely for 2020, they made it look a little bit more Q8, and I think that's a good thing. Now going up onto the hood, you have your 2 distinct body lines that go all the way towards the windshield, and then of course, the ones that's at higher peak that goes and just blends right into the A-pillar. Really gives it a nice low, wide look for a larger vehicle. Now, when we come around the bend, no flat black, no stuck on fake vents or any of that junk. What do we have? Updated wheels. So you're gonna have this 20-inch wheel. Love the style. Nice bright silver, really puts a little character with a nice twist design. Massive 6-piston caliper there. Really gonna give you that braking capability. And if you're wondering, well, what's the size of this? You're looking at 285 on the width, 45 series on the sidewall. That's gonna make sure that you have that really nice clean setup, ventilated rotors. And then I really also like the way that they have plenty of space in between the top of the tire, inside the fender. Gives it a nice look just sitting here at Audi of Wesley Chapel. Now, as we continue down the side, you have that beautiful metallic blue on the mirror caps, very slim and trim on the LED turn signals that are integrated into those mirrors. A little bit of brushed aluminum around the tops and the bottoms of the window frames, and some very, very low but classy looking roof rails in that same brushed aluminum finish. I think one of my favorite parts of the side of the vehicle to kind of give it some extra personality is down below near that sill. You're gonna get the flat silver with the Quattro badge that's been stamped in there. And I also like the nice style in that lower sill area. Kind of extends a little bit, but you have multiple elements of design, which really brings out the classiness in this Q7. As we work our way back, very strong belt line into the rear fender, we come around. And one thing I want to point out is just a little bit of fender flare that they put on those rear fenders. Gives it a nice look. Get to the back, you're gonna have an extremely low roof spoiler. You have your shark fin antenna. On the Q7, this is going to be a zonk. I wish they would have integrated this high up in here. Kind of kills the nice clean look. But other than that, you got your Audi badge, silver trim that interlocks with the LED rear brake lights. We drop down your Q7 badge, of course a Quattro badge, and then thank God they did not make this look like a fake exhaust. This is all you need, just nice, smooth, flat black, little bit of silver, a little bit of the flat silver from up front. Of course, you're gonna get your full towing capability with this Q7, but why don't we pop the hood, see what's new for 2020. All right, guys, underneath the hood of this Audi Q7 that we have is gonna be an updated engine. You're looking at a twin turbocharged 3-liter V6, mated to that 8-speed automatic transmission, that ZF, so smooth shifting 8-speed automatic transmission. If you're wondering, well, how much power, Joe? You're looking at, it now has 335 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque. That's 6 more horsepower and 44 pound-feet of torque more than last year's model. It can tow up to 7,700 pounds. And if you're wondering, well, what are the MPGs? 17 in the city, 21 on the highway. And that's the great news about this Audi Q7, is that they decided to make some changes to every little facet from the exterior to underneath the hood. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the interior and see what is fresh, what is new for 2020. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 Audi Q7 55. I know you're probably wondering, well, Joe, I'm liking the changes. Let me lower this blower fan speed here. I'm liking the changes. I'm digging the color. How much is this? You're looking at MSRP of $76,490. Let's see what you get for the money to the door panels. Now, drop dead sexy on the door panel. I love the mixture of materials. So you have that nice, beautiful tan leather. You have the dark wood, which looks phenomenal. A little bit of silver trim, and then of course soft material at the top. A good sized pocket for some German Twinkies, and a nice bottle of fresh milk from a cow. And then this also has the optional Bose sound system. Dash, same soft material. It's a little heavy on the gloss black. I think from a classy standpoint, it looks good. I just don't know how much you're gonna love it driving it every day, and I can't wait to take it on the road and see how much glare that we have. But you have a 10.1-inch infotainment system screen up here, obviously touch screen, really nice. You can get into all different functions. The Audi Drive Select, easy to get into. You have your different modes: off-road, comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual. You go back to home, you have your navigation. Look at that, it's Google Maps. It's like, there we are. I'm probably waving right now. You can see me underneath that arrow. You hit back to home, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You got it all in here, and you got that nice swipe feature. You want some weather? Hold on, it's loading, but it should be here very soon. Look at that. Right now it's 59 degrees and sunny in Wesley Chapel. Toggle down where we have an 8.6-inch infotainment system screen to actually control your AC. You have the ability to shut off and turn on that automatic start-stop feature. You know, I know somebody called me out and was like, well, Joe, you like this dual screen setup, but you don't like the dual screen setup in, say, the Acura TLX or the MDX. This looks 21st century. I don't mind 2 screens, but when it's done like this, it's done right, and it's easy to use once you figure it out. You have ventilated seats, heated seats. You could go into your different drive select options, whether you want to do it up here, you could do it down here as well. Start, stop button. You have some gloss black, which, like I said, on a sunny day, it may get a little glary. 2 cup holders, but I'm zonking this. Where's my lid? There's no lid here to just finish this up and make it look complete. You do have your 12 volt. I hate these plugs because you're gonna lose them, or God forbid your kid swallows them, but 8-speed automatic transmission is gonna be controlled by this right here. It does have manual shift mode. There are paddles on the back of the wheel. And I also want to point out how the wood follows along the whole side. Pretty soft on the armrest. I like the stitch work. We picked that up, and then look at this. Wireless charging. You put your girlfriend's class ring back from your high school days, put it in here. Hopefully your wife doesn't see it. She'll probably want to ask you questions. But you have wireless charging, 2 USBs, and then a nice tray here for some breath mints. Nice, easy to get to. I like that. This obviously has a nice raise feature there, or you could put it back into position. Seats. The tan works. It's working on this car with the blue. I like the perforated center. Of course, full electric assist for both the passenger and the driver. Soft material, good size, and they look good. When you open up the door, you're like, wow, this Q7 looks classy. Up top, you're gonna get that full panoramic sunroof, and you have a frameless automatic dimming mirror and plenty of headroom, shoulder room, and everything else. I actually like the height of the center console. Kind of keeps you and your passenger a little separated, but I do like how easy it is to get to all the buttons. Just this gloss black. If you're anti-gloss black, if you have a phobia, you might want to look somewhere else. But why don't you come on over behind the wheel? I want to show you the virtual cockpit of this Q7. All right, guys, business time, front end of the business. You do have 2 memory settings surrounded by that wonderful wood, freshly chopped. Like it, has a nice smell to it. Seat controls, easy to get to. It's got all the features that you need, that lower lumbar, that feels good right about there. Steering wheel, now I like the thickness. I also like how they thinned out the spokes. Everything is flat black. You do have plastic paddles, which I am gonna zonk because they feel very, very cheap and they're very small to go up and down. That 8-speed automatic transmission, but the steering wheel looks great. That dash is a thing of beauty. The virtual cockpit, 12.3 inches, really clear as a whistle. There's our tach, there's our speedometer. Nice to be able to get all that information in there. And then of course you can keep sliding. There we are, Google Maps right up front. I love that. It gives you a nice, clean look, so crisp on the graphics. Why don't we go ahead and check out the mid-row, see how your passengers are gonna be liking this luxurious mid-size SUV. All right guys, backseat time in this Navara Blue Q7. Now, Peter actually just called me while we were filming. You wanna know what color it is? He's like, I'm watching you guys right now, live. It's Navara Blue, so thank you, Peter, for that great question. But back here, you're gonna get that same nice tan leather all the way around. You do have these cargo nets, which I am gonna zonk. I mean, if your kids are playing with knives, they're gonna rip this right open. Hopefully they're not playing with knives. Hopefully they're playing with soft, lovable things rather than sharp things that hurt people. But I don't know why they use that. You do have 2 AC vents, and so that your passengers don't get jealous of all that great technology up front, you do have the nice touch screen located back here. I'm still trying to figure out when, oh when, will they put ventilated seats on a mid-row in this vehicle. I mean, at this price point, I think we deserve some ventilated seats in this mid-row section. The good news is you got 2 USBs and a 12-volt down there. They're really low. They're kind of down all the way down here, but you do have another one of those plugs, 2 USBs, plenty of leg room. I didn't even move the seat. Just so you know, I did not move the seat. So whoever is sitting up front has a ton of room. I still have plenty of room, plenty of headroom. I love the panoramic sunroof, really comfy. The great news is that you can slide the seat in the Q7, and my favorite part, you could actually recline the seat in the Q7. The one thing I'm scratching my head about is this armrest. First of all, you gotta use a little muscle to pull it down. Second of all, it's as hard as an old German pastry that's been sitting out in the sun for a month. So, a little hard on the armrest. It's almost like a table. 2 small cup holders for 2 little sippy cups, but I guess it's nice to have an armrest, even though it's painful. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the back row. Now, before we do that, I almost forgot, we do have our AC vents, not only located down low, but I like the way they're located in the frame. And somebody just called in and said that they wanted to see the security shade brought up. Real easy to use, it locks right into place. If you want to take it down, there you go. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go check out the cargo area. All right, guys, before we get to that cargo area back there, let's check out the 3rd row. So to get back there, you pull up on this lever, and then what you're gonna do is you're then going to lift up the seat, just like that, to get on in. And then to get in, it's gonna be a tight fit. So one of the problems with the Q7 is that it's a little short. And as you can see, we have this row up. Obviously the seats are all slid back. I need them to slide forward because I just don't have enough room back here to be comfortable. And that's the problem. I got even the headroom, it slopes back here. I'm gonna try to put this bit down, but it's probably gonna break my feet. Yeah, see, this is just not working. Not working one bit. Keep going, Tom. Lock me in. All right, so there we are with the seats up, and I'm telling you right now, if you want to punish somebody, this would be a good place to put them. There's no AC vents back here. There's 2 cup holders, and that's about it. So punish away and keep me back here. But if you're ready, Tom, please get me out of here. I want to check out the cargo area and show everybody the cargo area. So let's go check it out. All right, guys, cargo area time. We're gonna push that button. Nice electric assist. It comes on up, and you have a decent amount of room with those seats in the up position. Now, to get them to go down, they are electric assist. So we're just gonna hit the button here, and this is gonna make the seats fold down, even with that middle row all the way back. It's a tight fit, but they slide on down. And I think that this is how most people that own this Q7 are gonna keep it. I think those back seats are sort of like jump seats on a plane when you have an extra passenger to get them to fit back there. You do have a nice little cargo net to hold your emergency Twinkies, because I'm telling you, whoever fits in the back, that's the least you could do for them, is throw them an extra Twinkie or 2. We lift this up, and this is where you're gonna have that Bose subwoofer banging away as you're rocking out to White Snake and punishing somebody who's trapped in that 3rd row. But we'll close that back down very nicely like that. Hit that button. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and take this 2020 Q7 for a spin. All right, guys, we left Audi of Wesley Chapel. We're in the 2020 Q7. Not a lot of changes to the interior, but definitely you're not gonna argue with the Google Maps and Google Earth that you have access to with the navigation. The virtual cockpit is phenomenal. And then of course you're getting more horsepower out of that twin turbo V6. Speaking of horsepower, I have it in dynamic mode. Here we go, on throttle. That 8-speed drops down very quickly. I have, you know, with the dynamic setting, you're getting a little bit heavier steering, which I like. The feedback is great on throttle. I'm telling you, you can feel the extra power. Even though it's just 6 horsepower, you're getting over 40 pound-feet of torque more, which is gonna help pull you off the corner. But even though this isn't an S model, still handling very, very nicely. A little bit of body roll, but that's to be expected because this is not an S model or an RS model. Visibility is great out the windshield, out the back. Very, very nicely done. Side mirrors work great. And just the feedback that you're getting as you're driving is gonna be second to none in this Audi Q7. I know a lot of times when I review Mazdas, I always talk about how they really want the drive to be engaging, but definitely Audi takes that to the next level because you got tons of power, you have all-wheel drive, and you have all these amenities in here which are just mind-blowing. Good feedback from the brake pedal. Steering wheel thickness is wonderful. And then we're gonna do a little U-turn here and an acceleration test from a dead stop. I'm just gonna leave it in automatic mode the whole time. I don't really think there's a reason to use those plastic paddles for this review, but on throttle, 8-speed drops down, we're off. It's very quiet in the cabin. Just super smooth. You're not waiting for that boost to kick in, which is really wonderful because you have a twin turbo setup on this that allows you to not have to wait for boost instead of it just being one big large turbo. And the drivability is really, really nice in this Q7. You have ventilated seats, heated seats. But here we go. Throwing it around. Feels good, great feedback, and just so quiet in here. Panoramic sunroof brings in plenty of natural light. Really nice. Here we go in the roundabout. feeling good, powering out of it. And like I said, it's just that extra torque pulls you out of the turn. And then just a nice smooth drive. It's a nice smooth riding vehicle. Seats are supportive. They're great to be able to just fit to your particular body type by using those electric seat controls for both the passenger and the driver. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get on the highway over here just to give you an idea of what the highway drive is like in this Q7. All right guys, pulling out onto the highway on throttle, get you up to speed very quickly. I like the way that they have bright yellow LED lights inside the mirrors to let you see if somebody's in your blind spot. Really, really nice. It's on the actual mirror housing rather than the mirror itself. And driving down the road here, everything's easy to get to, very, very smooth. And I don't have it in comfort. If you want a little bit more finesse out of it, you put it in comfort mode, and it really allows you to have lighter steering, the throttle sensitivity, all that good stuff as you're going down the road. But obviously we're back here at Audi Wesley Chapel. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, so I will see you in a split second. All right guys, been another wonderful day here at Wesley Chapel Audi. Of course, we gotta thank Chris, Adam, Mike, and the rest of the crew getting us access to this 2020 Q7 55. I think they did a great job with the styling. That extra performance, as you saw from the drive, was a welcome plus. I'm still thinking that it's missing a few things, especially when it comes to mid-row amenities, and that third row really needs to get revamped. But you know what? From a driving dynamic standpoint, it really drives really well, and that Quattro all-wheel drive system is going to keep you planted and safe no matter what the weather conditions are going to bring to you. But if you want to keep seeing three-row mid-size SUVs like this on the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Radies Rise merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee, Tom Moschner, helping me get this Q7 on camera. Thank you for your hard work, Tom. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.